Nice to meet you again. Thank you for your time. How are you?
We are good. We're very excited.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been in Buenos Aires.
I think 6 years you play for the first time here. So what changed in the band in these last 6 years? Maybe on a personal level, maybe on a professional level.
Probably slightly more grey hairs, losing hair.
Okay.
6 years. But no, we've what is that? 2 albums?
Yeah.
2 albums, couple EPs. We've toured a lot, grown a lot, and yeah, I think we're just excited and hungry to be back in South America.
Great. What do you remember for that first time?
I think we were shocked at how crazy and incredible the Argentinian fans were.
Okay.
I remember the gig very well. There wasn't one person from front to back that wasn't moving, and they were screaming to every song. And I think we felt like the Beatles, which is completely wrong. But it was amazing.
I think it's our drummer Price. Argentina was his favourite show ever that he's ever played. Okay. So today's got a lot to live up to.
Do you think that, because this is an outdoor festival, do you think it will be the same or maybe a little different?
It's really hard to predict. We've had a lot of love from our Argentinian fans online, and there's been a lot of hype around the gig. So we have our fingers crossed, but we're going to give it everything, and I think it will be good no matter what. I'm very optimistic for it.
Okay, and you told me just a few seconds ago that first show was the favorite from your drummer. So, but if I ask you, the worst show that you did in these years, the worst show ever.
Well, recently we had an electrical meltdown problem when we were in Germany.
Yeah.
And when we were in Cologne, I feel like it was Cologne.
Cologne.
And we actually had to come off the stage because of power issues. And it just felt so awkward because you come out to give it everything. And then you're like, yeah, we just got to give us 2 minutes to go and fix this problem. It was very, very awkward. But it ended up then turning around and being one of the best gigs of the tour. So I feel like I haven't given you a good answer there. But there was a moment where we were like, this is going terribly wrong.
Okay. So your favorite thing about Argentina so far?
Alfajores.
Great. With dulce de leche. Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be honest, the least favorite thing about this place, maybe?
It's not terrible, but Buenos Aires is massive. Like I like to walk around. So today I was walking around. You can't really walk in Buenos Aires. I was trying to go to like Palermo and then where to go somewhere else, and there's a lot of cabs today for me. But it was beautiful as well.
You are touring right now at Club City. So what can you tell me about this record? Because it's a very colorful, a very dynamic record, and I think that it's a really good, a strong effort. So what can you tell me to the people that maybe don't know or don't hear that?
Well, that's very kind of you to say. I mean, I think this is a record that we put a lot of hard work into it, and our hearts and souls. I think it's a record that we spent more time writing and recording than any other, and I think you can kind of hear that in it. But you're right, it's very dynamic. It's got a lot of variety within itself. We experimented more with things like synthesizers and drum machines, and Connor's vocal, I think, is we showcase it in a completely different way and was experimenting with your vocal more than ever. But yeah, it's a concept record as well, which is entirely different for us. But again, it offered something new. But I guess just take a listen to it. It's hard to describe it with words, but yeah, we're fans of it. And we're going to play a lot of it today.
Well, we're going to hear a lot of songs of this one, I think. Yeah. So right now, I'm going to mention a few musicians, and I would like you to tell me what do you think that makes them special. Okay? So the first one will be Ian Curtis.
I think his intensity, is just so infectious. You can't help when you watch those videos now. It's like, whoa, you really sort of like see the fire within it. So yeah, probably that.
Paul McCartney.
The best songwriter that started the generations after that of good songwriters, like the OG.
I like that. Robert Smith.
I just can't.
You hate it. I know.
No, it just takes me back to that video where he's at the awards ceremony and
Cool guy.
He's a cool guy, and I just think he's got this like.
He's so British.
He's very British, and he doesn't rise to the trivia of like fame and fortune. He just is just like very honest with himself.
He was like the original emo before emos were emo.
Great. The first one of all. Tom York.
I mean,
The best. I mean, our collective favourite.
yeah, our collective favourite. As easy as that. Yeah.
Elton John.
Incredible songwriter and a good friend of Connor's, and weirdly a fan of Nothing But Thieves.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really strange. He had me on his podcast and it was the craziest sort of like 6 minutes of my life. Really intense, but it was a really lovely guy.
One more guy, Joshua Homme.
My collective favourite. He's inspired a lot of the band, but also I think a lot of the sounds of the band, and I think his constant attempt of trying to do something original is just inspiring in whatever art form you do, and I think a lot of artists can just take from that. So yeah, definitely inspiring.
What makes it special in this case, Joe?
And Joe, why is Joe in the list? What makes Joe special? Well, aside from his hair and the fact, I've said something nice about Joe before, but this is, can I also?
You can say whatever you want.
Well, no, this is actually.
He's so uncomfortable. He doesn't.
We don't say nice things to each other.
Okay, say the worst thing about him.
How long have we got?
I don't know.
No, what's the say? Oh, okay. Here's some nice.
Worst things his hair.
Joe's very hardworking. He's very smart. He's a great lyricist, but also he's a great chef that not many people know about. So get him to cook for you at some point if you can.
Great. Now, Connor, tell me something about this guy.
Oh, for God's sake. He's very funny, but he likes to tell you that he's funny, and he likes to laugh at his own jokes. But he is very funny, so I'll give you that. He's hilarious.
And now it's your turn. Tell me something about this one.
I've said this before, but I genuinely think he is the best rock singer of our time. That's nice.
That's really nice.
We're British. We don't do this.
We're all sweating.
Thank you again for your time. Would you like to say something to the people that is going to watch you in a few minutes?
Absolutely.
Sorry.
To our Argentinian fans, sorry it's been so long. We love you dearly. We can't wait to play for you, and we'll try and be back sooner next time. But for now, ciao.
Ciao.